Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Mondeo titanium walk around video. Before we get started, if you are enjoying our walk around videos and want to see more, can I recommend clicking that subscribe button, and that way you'll be in tune with all of our latest content. So this here is a beautiful magnetic grey Ford Mondeo titanium estate featuring the 1.5 litre EcoBoost engine producing 160 PS of power. That 160 PS of power is then transmitted through an automatic gearbox. The vehicle itself has done just over 22,500 miles, but like always I'll get you the exact number once we're on the dash in a moment. Worth noting as well, we have just put this vehicle through our workshops and it's just been fully serviced. That's one less thing you have to worry about. Righto, so like all of our walk-arounds, we're going to arrive at the near side front bumper. I present to you the remote central locking key. Then I'm going to click the unlock button, which in turn is going to wake up the daytime running lamps. So the daytime running lamps, if you don't know already, they give other road users the ultimate visibility no matter the lighting condition, meaning you're always going to be perfectly seen by other road users. Inside there are some LED headlights in all their beauty, and just below there we have front fog lights as well. Front parking sensors trail all the way around that front lip of the bumper, and they continue to do so. This vehicle has fitted a wonderful driver assistance pack, and that little dully bit just down there to the right hand side of the number plate is a front facing radar responsible for things such as pre-collision assist. I shall cover the assistance pack in its entirety once we're inside the vehicle. There you go, that's a nice little Ford dynamic LED badge on the headlight there as well. So bringing your attention down to these beautiful little alloy wheels. They're a silver sparkle colour and they are 17 inches in diameter. My apologies, they are 18 inches in diameter. So I'll give you a good look at the alloys there. As you can see, we have the Michelin Primacy 4 tyres fitted as standard, and they're doing good for tread. So you've got a bit of life remaining on them yet. Drawing your attention to the windscreen quickly. That little dome bit there is a light sensor, so as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights are going to come on automatically. Furthermore, the top half of the windscreen there is an abundance of sensors, such as a traffic speed sign camera. We have one for the auto high beam and one for rain sensing wipers. If a roof box is one of your requirements, we have silver painted roof rails on here already, so it's going to be nice and easy to install a roof box if required. Coming back down to the body of the vehicle, I'm going to take the camera to half zoom, lock the vehicle via the key and place that in my pocket. On the door handle there we have the 4 lines to signify we have keyless entry. A tap behind the door handle unlocks the vehicle, a tap on those lines in turn locks the vehicle. If you just unlock it, they are power folding and heated door mirrors, and part of the driver assistance pack there are these Bliss blind spot assist monitors. Now give you an orange illumination in either wing mirror telling you it's unsafe to pull in or out. Notice the folding mirrors fold back in again in about 20 seconds time because the keyless entry expires, so if you don't open the door then it's going to lock itself once more. Starting to make our way around the body of the vehicle, we have rear privacy glass. It really aids with that two-tone colourway on this vehicle. To this stage of the video I take a step back on the offside rear and I just gently rock the camera side to side, displaying just how beautiful all of those body panels are. That gives you a good idea. Typical, I've just picked the camera up and the wind starts blowing a gale, so I'm trying to protect the microphone as best as I can, so apologies for the interference. Now we're at going back round to the offside rear, not forgetting to give you a good look at that, and now we can start to make our way around the rear of the vehicle. So we have rear parking sensors all the way around that bottom lip, and that is for a special reason because this vehicle has fitted the Ford Self Park Assist feature, so this quite literally will park itself for you. So that's why the parking sensors go all the way around the side of the bumper. They are complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera, so that's going to be beautiful on the FICM module. Now at the near side rear we're going to give it the exact same treatment, so starting nice and high, just gently rocking the camera side to side, back and forth. Hopefully give you a good idea of how lovely this Mondeo is. I love Ford Mondeos, a lovely vehicle. So now at the near side rear, give you a good look at that. Now we can follow that down to the near side front, give you a good look at that. This tyre has been replaced, so that looks like a pretty brand new tyre if you ask me. Okay, so that is the exterior done. Worth noting as well, keyless entry is on every door handle. Every door handle, so you can gain entry no matter what door you're at. Okay, now at the rear of the vehicle, the unlock feature on the key, double click on that button there, and that activates the power tailgate, hands-free tailgate there, look. Wonderful. So inside the boot, we have the lovely lines that the valeters have put in there, make it look like Wimbledon. The tonneau cover is retractable, so one click on there, that slides back away. Don't know why I left my hand there. I should have probably taken that away. So on the right hand side, this vehicle has fitted the incredible Sony sound system. So that includes 12 individual Sony speakers around the vehicle. So if you're into your music, you've got a fantastic sound system on board. Now, opening up the boot liner, that exposes the Space Saver spare wheel, and underneath there is all the relevant tools and jacks required to change that at the side of the road. The Mondeo estate has got an enormous boot, so whether you're carrying a couple of large dogs, that's perfect because you have a really low lying lip there. Whether you've got an orangutan, 2 orangutans sat there, easily achievable. Whether it's a leopard will get in there no problem. Or even if you're into fishing, for example, you'll easily get your wheelbarrow and all your rods and things in there, not a problem. Anyway, that's enough of me talking about the boot. Left hand side, that will shut it up once more. So let's go have a look inside, shall we? Let's have a look inside. So now opening up the offside rear door, starting on the door cards, door handle leading into this lovely silver strip. Then we have a soft touch synthetic leather on the door card and armrest leading into these lovely gloss black panels where we have individual window controls for the individual corresponding side. You know what I meant. Spinning the camera around now to have a look at these beautiful rear seats. So it's an ebony leather with a perforated leather in the back and lower base part of the seat. If you carry the smaller humans of this world, you are going to need ISO fixing. So you have an ISO fixing point on the rear, right hand rear, and on the left hand rear also, with a lovely little cup holder system featured in the middle. Down in that centre console we have air conditioning vents, and at the bottom is a 12-volt charging socket. Recommend getting a little adapter in there, then you've got 2 USBs. Down there are the Mondeo mats, fabric mats, all fitted. That's one less thing for you to worry about after purchasing the vehicle. Right, let's have a look at some goodies, shall we? There's so much on this Mondeo. Right, first off, next to the door handles, interior locking and 3-way driver's seat memory function. Down on the bottom there we have all of your electric mirror controls, along with the folding mirrors and the rear locking for the rear windows, and all 4 window controls, leading into a beautiful soft touch armrest once again. Now the front 2 seats are electrically adjustable, so no rail underneath, but let me just give you a good look at those first. Again, lovely black leather, perforated in the higher back section, nice and supported in the lower back, and again perforated round the bottom. These are 2 heated seats and also, again, electronically adjustable, so count with me. Your 1 and 2 is your front tilt, your 3 and your 4 is your forward and backwards, 5 and 6 is your rear tilt, and 7 and 8 is your lumbar support. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. Okay, thank you very much for your patience. To complement the keyless entry system is an engine start stop button. Foot on the brake, 1 click on the button, and that will gain us power to the vehicle. Okay, it's getting a bit sunnier outside, so I'm just going to try and get that little bit of light out of your shot as best as I can. Something about there. Okay, so to begin with, the mileage, which is 22,588 to be exact. At the left hand side we have an RPM times 1000 gauge. This counts the revolutions of the crankshaft times 1000. At the bottom there we have a coolant temperature sensor. Going into the bottom there we have a gear selector indicator with an analog speedo round the outside that displays miles per hour. And at the bottom there is a digital readout for the fuel gauge, and also some of your driver information, such as your traffic speed sign being displayed. We do have effectively two screens on this display. So if I just zoom out, we have corresponding arrows on the right and on the left hand side of the steering wheel. So that is how I'm going to be controlling that. So first off, in the right hand side of the screen, beg your pardon, is the middle section. So going down there, you've got all your entertainment, your navigation, your phone, your speed settings, and back up to entertainment. So when you're in there, you can adjust your radio, for example, your presets in navigation, and things such as that. So it's a lovely little display to go through. And on the left hand side is where you'll find all the essential driver information, such as trip computers, your fuel economy. I mentioned earlier, we have a wonderful driver assistance pack that includes your traction control, active city start stop, blind spot assist, cross traffic alert. We have a cruise control, driver alert, lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, and we've got the tyre monitor, and also your traffic signs in there as well. So tons and tons of fantastic safety features on board. Going down once more into settings, then vehicle, we can then access all of your vehicle settings, and that includes your adaptive headlamps, auto high beam, locks is going to be for your global open and global close, mirrors, auto folding. So yeah, wonderful. We've got loads of wonderful driver settings. Okay, I'm just going to pop my seat back actually, otherwise the next bit could be all knees, and no one wants it to be all knees. So let me just slide on backwards. This is the steering wheel. So again, we've covered the arrows on the left and right hand side. Bottom right hand side is where you'll find all of your media controls. So that includes a mute button, a volume up and down, we have a previous, next and a pick up and decline phone call. This button here is for voice control. This is fantastic if you've got Apple CarPlay connected, for example, because then that'll activate Siri. The left hand side is where you'll find the adaptive cruise control buttons. So for example, we have the standby button top left, a limiter and cancel is found top right, with setting distance found on the right hand side, and setting speed plus and minus on the left hand side. And if you're not already using cruise control, start using it. It is fantastic for your MPG. Right, continuing the video into the central reservation, we have a nice little two-tier cubby hole. I can't remember its name. Anyway, we have a nice little cubby hole there. This is where you put your sweets and things such as that. Down there is two USB-A sockets. This is perfect for your Apple CarPlay. And we also have a nice little indent there, so your wire is not going to get tethered and it's not going to be under any tension. Going forward, two tension sprung loaded cup holders. Your coffee's not going to go flying everywhere in the morning. Everyone's a winner. Next up, we've got the controls for the automatic gearbox. It's a very special gearbox actually. Not only have we got all of our controls down the right hand side as you expect, we also have the flappy paddles on either side of the steering wheel, so you can go up and down the gearbox respectively using those little paddles. Down here is your electronic handbrake. Very simple, push down to cancel, pull up to apply. Everyone's a winner. Over here is your parking sensors on and off. This will turn off automated stop start, and this is the forward park assist, which we shall come back to in a moment. Moving forward, down there is another 12-volt socket. And coming upwards, this is the controls for the Sony uprated sound system. So again, there's 12 individual Sony speakers on board. And also, this is the buttons for the dual zone climate control. So both sides of the cabin can be set to individual temperatures. So we do have physical buttons down there, or we can have it all on the screen like so. So if I was just to turn it on by increasing the fan speed, for example, and then you can adjust the temperature via the physical or the touchscreen buttons. As you can see, you can have an opposing 4-degree differential of temperatures. So if you do have a really hot passenger, need to cool them down, you can cool those down whilst keeping yourself nice and warm. But back down to the buttons, fan speed, temperature controls either side, and 3-way electrical heated seats. Right hand side on and off recirculation, electronically heated windscreen and air conditioning, with the automatic function, max demist and rear demist found on the left hand side. Might as well cover the screen whilst we're here looking at this section. Again, everything I've just said, but just on your digital layout. So now we can discuss this beautiful Sync 3 module. But before we go through it all, I'm just going to pop it into reverse, and there is your reversing camera. On the bottom left hand side of the screen is your audio tab. Clicking sources, that is going to expose AM, FM, DAB, CD and Bluetooth audio. Next up is the climate screen, which we've already covered. Next up is your phone connectivity. This is where you can connect your phone via Bluetooth. In navigation, it's a lovely navigation system, so I'll give you a quick example. Click destination, click search. You'd like to come to Perkins Garages to look at this Mondeo, and I do not blame you for that. You shall need Charlie, Mike, 77, 6, Sierra Alpha. Click the search box, and in no time at all that will direct you straight here to Perkins Garages. Which I'm not going to click start because I'm here already. Then we can go across into settings, and you've got all your standard settings for your Sony sound system, top left. You can adjust all the treble, mid-range, bass, things such as that. Come out there, your radio settings, navigation settings, all sorts, even your display settings. I previously mentioned this screen does support Apple CarPlay, so plug your phone in using a USB data cable, your charging lead, and it shall mirror your iPhone onto this screen here. There's many advantages of that. I mentioned the first one, your voice assistant on your mobile phone, but the main one is there's apps on your phone that are compatible on this screen. So once your phone is plugged in, even, it should mirror your phone onto this screen here, so it's very familiar to you. And from there you can take advantages of applications such as your telephone, your text messaging. You've got different navigation software such as Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, things such as that. All of your podcasts, your music, your audiobooks are also compatible, so it's a very lovely system to use. But again, if you do have an incoming phone call or do have an urgent text message you need to send, you can do that all with the tool of your voice. And so that's about it for CarPlay. Then we've got ambient lighting, so you can choose the ambience inside the vehicle as well. So that's a lovely feature. Also, before we go, I'm just going to click on the P parking button. This is where you can access the forward park assist. That includes a parallel park out, we have a perpendicular park in, and a parallel park in. You can use the indicators to dictate which side of the road you shall be parking on. Once it's figured out if it can fit itself into the gap, follow the instructions, take your hand off the wheel, and it will do the rest automatically. And yeah, so that is the wonderful Ford Mondeo Titanium Estate. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed it. Any other information you need about this vehicle or any other vehicle here at Perkins Garages, give us a call, 01376 550 899. If you had any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Like the video and drop us a subscribe. I'll be speaking to you very soon for another Mondeo. Bye bye for now.